What is up, guys? It is time to finally start. We are here. Pool has been torn out. Well, not the pool, just all of the decking. The gazebo structure that was behind me, that thing's gone, and we are ready to break out our excavator with the thumb on it and start just clawing this thing right out of here. So it is going to be a task over the course of this week, tearing this whole thing out. And then we have a 12-foot deep hole that we have to fill back in 6 inches at a time, probably even less, and compact that to make sure we don't get anything settling later. Because the last thing you want when you're building such a pond of this magnitude is to have everything sink a couple feet when you get done. That's not how you want your pond to get deeper. So that is what we're on right now. We're about to get this thing torn out, hauled off down the hill, and get to compacting. That's enough said. You guys stay tuned. So we are rocking and rolling, making a mess. It is game time. right, guys, so we have finally hit the point after 186 man hours, almost 2 entire weeks of jackhammering concrete, getting this stuff out of here. The pool that you guys saw is now non-existent. Well, it exists. It's just in a hole at the bottom of the hill, compact and down there. We got our dirt brought up. Unfortunately, we only had like 12 feet to go up, so that's why it took us so long to do this. It has been an immense amount of work just to get back to square one, but as you can see, we finally got our pond marked out. We have begun to create our hillside for our waterfall, which over here in this area, we are bringing this dirt out all the way into here and about waist high for me so that we can have a 4-foot series of waterfalls falling straight into deep water into the pond. The fish can swim up, enjoy their little oxygen, munch at their little bubbles, have a good time on that stuff with our deep stream going out the back that way to the intake bay. So we haven't even started actually doing any pond work yet after almost 2 entire weeks. And already Dad is just tacking on work, adding extra work here, extra work there, extra pond here, extra stream there, extra waterfall there, extra boulders here. It has been one thing after another, but we're super excited because we're about to start digging this thing, and we have a pond that is big enough to actually fit our machine into. So I'm gonna be able to crawl that excavator right down in here, perfectly carve out all my little walls everywhere, make sure there's minimal shaping and shelving with the shovels. It's going to be a nice process, and we can take the dirt straight from this pond, put it onto that hillside, roll a compactor back into it to create our berm for our waterfall. But this is going to have to be done in steps because we do not have a lot of real estate here, guys. It might look like a big wide open territory, but we've got stairs right over there. We got a pond right over here, and we are utilizing almost every bit of space that we have to fit this pond into and still leave a walk around. The fish gotta have their pond until we get done so they have somewhere nice to live in the meantime till they get relocated into here. So we're gonna have to build this thing in stages. We're gonna come in, we're gonna dig everything down to 2 feet deep, all the way through here, entirety of the pond, have a ramp going out the backside so that we have access with the machines, and then we're gonna come back in, dig our deep section on the side that you guys are on right now. It's gonna span probably close to somewhere in here. That entire side of the pond is going to be 3.5 feet deep after gravel's added, which makes for an excavation of 38 inches. And it's gonna be pretty sweet over there, but the thing we gotta make sure of is that we don't dig so far with our 3.5 feet deep that our machine can no longer reach, because as we build our way this way and dig our pond this way, we are cutting off access for that giant excavator without having to drive an entire mile down the street, around, up the access driveway to the office side and come in on this direction. So it's going to be a process. You guys stay tuned. We're getting to work finally on doing some pond building. Ow.